welcome back. Super excited you guys are here. One, happy spring. Spring has finally sprung. Super excited for that. Although in New Jersey, it's like hitting 90 degrees right now. A little bit confused, but it's okay, no complaints. Technically, we're still in spring, so I'm on my way out the door, but I really wanted to film a get ready with me spring edition, so that's what we're doing today. I'm looking for something less wintry, but a little bit less of a summer look. So somewhere in the middle, I want a little bit of dew, a little tiny bit of sun kiss because we're not yet in the summer. So we're gonna see what we come up with today. I want more of a medium to light coverage, still not too sheer. Before we begin, don't forget to hit the subscribe button right down below and the notification bell so you can be the first ones to watch the video. Duh. Let's do this. I'm going in with a couple different primers actually, which I normally like to do. The first one is actually the Touch in Soul. This is the Icy Sherbert Primer. This one I got in my BoxyCharm box and I've been obsessed. It looks gorgeous. It's like a whipped sheer. You can't really tell, but it will definitely fill in the pores for those of us who have really large open pores. I'm gonna put this primer right in my T-zone area because that's where I have the most issues with pores and a little bit of texture on my skin. So I'm using just a little tiny bit and I'm spreading it on, especially on my cheeks and then more into my T-zone. This primer is also very cooling, so you'll get a really nice cooling effect when applying it. Also, why do I feel like I'm losing my voice already? What? Unacceptable. So anyway, how is your spring going? We're almost towards the end of the school year for high school and elementary. College kids, I know you guys are out already. How exciting. Happy graduation. Also, we're in graduation season. So congratulations, graduates. Woohoo. Okay, for other areas around my T-zone where I did not put the Touch in Soul primer, I'm going to go in with the Oreal. This is the Soft Focus Glow Drops. It is an illuminating glow primer. And of course, we always want to glow in the summer and spring months. So I'm going to put a little bit of this all around. Hello. Hello. There's like barely anything left because I use it very often. And it's literally one of my favorites. So I'm just going to take some around the areas of my face where there's no primer. I'm going to put some on top as well. Why not, right? Why not? I also sometimes like to take my primer like down my neck because I also bring my foundation down too. So why not too, right? I really want a little sun-kissed look, so I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Lotion. This stuff is super fantabulous. Love to use it. It gives a really nice sheer, illuminated, sun-kissed look. It's a very light coverage. It will sheer out on your skin, but it just makes your foundation look so nice. You can also use this alone. You don't have to use foundation on top. Look at this glow. So this would definitely be something I would use probably alone in the summer or maybe under a more sheer tinted moisturizer. But for the spring, I still want just a little bit more coverage, so that's what I'm doing. Okay, I'm sure I should have stopped like 10 hours ago, but I love this stuff. Also, this one is in the shade 903. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a little blending sponge. Also, this one is the e.l.f. blending sponge. If you do not have any sponges or if you're on the market for new sponges, stop buying expensive sponges. This one is an exact dupe of the Beauty Blender and it is a fraction of the cost. I bought a 2-pack for 10 bucks. It is basically the same thing. It is porous, much less dense than any of those other store-bought sponges that are on the market. So definitely pick up the e.l.f. blending sponge. You honestly will not notice a difference. Tell me how nice this skin looks. Next up, I'm going in with a lighter coverage foundation serum thing. This one is the Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation. This one has SPF 50. I love this foundation. It's very medium-ish coverage. This is made for more mature skin, so I absolutely love it. Again, because I do have textured skin, I have enlarged pores, yada yada, so I love to use this foundation. Plus, again, it's very light coverage and definitely buildable. So I'm gonna spread that on my face. I feel like I sound like a frog. Oh God. This one is in the shade 20, Golden Ivory. Just in case you are interested, I really recommend you pick this up because it's such a great formula. So I'm going to put that right on top of the Glotion that I just used, and I'm going to blend this out as well. Ooh, we're looking so glowy. So we have a glow, we have a little bit of a medium coverage. I'm going to go in with another layer. Flawless. We're looking flawless. Love it. Also, if you don't have the Age Perfect serum, or if you want to use something a little more affordable, you can definitely go in with the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. It looks like this one. Super affordable. I think it's like less than $5, or it is $5. Very affordable. Or if you want more of a fuller coverage, definitely go in with the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. This one right here. This one is more full coverage, and it also has an SPF of 30. So that's also really good. I will probably be using that as well during the summer. Although it is more full coverage, there are certain occasions where I'm definitely going to be needing a full coverage foundation. So that would probably be my go-to for the summer. Look how gorgeous we look. Skin looks super glowy and healthy. Love that for me. I normally don't wear concealer, but I do want to brighten under my eye today, so I will be going in with the e.l.f. concealer. This one is a 16-hour camo concealer. There is the hydrating one as well. I just picked this one up. I have about 4 of them in different shades. Love this concealer. Love it. So I'm gonna go just a little tiny bit right here. I don't have any things I need to conceal or cover per se, like, you know, pimples or dark spots, except for just a little bit under the eye to brighten. So I don't really have a routine for concealer. All right, we're gonna blend it out just a smidge. I'm gonna take what's left on the sponge and kind of just dab it on the high point of my face just to brighten a little tiny bit. I don't like to go too full in with my concealers in the spring and summer. I would rather just have a fresh, dewy face than too much product on it. So, okay, we're looking fantabulous. Now we're gonna go in and set my face. I don't wanna use too much powder, but I'm gonna go in with 2 different kinds. So the first one is for under my eyes. This one is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. Super popular, very, very good. It comes in translucent. This one is the light pink one. It has a nice pearly hue to it. And I think there's another one. I may be mistaken though. So I'm gonna take just a tiny bit, whatever's on the cap, and swirl my brush into it. And I'm gonna put that just underneath my eyes. If you don't have this one, definitely go in with the Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana. That one is also really nice. It's not pink, it's more of a light goldeny color. Is it goldeny? Yeah, light goldeny color. And it does have a little bit of shimmer to it, just a tiny bit. And it is amazing for under the eye. For the rest of the face, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. I love this translucent powder. I think it's one of the best drugstore setting powders ever. Very finely milled, super soft, and of course, very affordable. And very, very lightly dusting that on my face. We're still glowy, we're still dewy, but we're under control. That's what we want. We don't want to get too crazy because I still get a little bit oily throughout the day, so I don't want my makeup to move. For the brows, I always mention this. I'm going in with the European Wax Center, my tried and true, absolutely close to my heart eyebrow products. They are my favorite. This one is actually the eyebrow the eyebrow liner and shaper. I'm losing my voice. They definitely changed the packaging on these things. Super cute, very chic. Love the peachy look, European Wax Center. We see you. We see you. Super, super nice. I'm not sure if they reformulated the product as well. But I did notice that the medium brown is a little bit lighter than normal. I could be wrong. But anywho's, we are going to go in with this pencil. I am going to clean up the brows here, make them look nice and presentable. Also, I am growing them out because I'm getting them microbladed soon, so they're looking a little crazy. But that's why we fill them in, because we're trying to give the illusion that my brows have their life together. Although, you know, they just live a life of their own. So I'm going to draw a nice little line here. Ugh, these products are my favorite. I also tried to go a little bit lighter on my brows during the spring and summer months because I typically get some color in my hair, which I'm due for that as well. Oh my goodness. I just need a full-on makeover day. Go ahead and shape the other one. I'm gonna go ahead and pencil in some hairs because this brow looks like it's balding. All right, looking much better, more presentable. Looking good. I'm just gonna go in and kind of feather out the brows a little bit. I really don't like a stamped on brow. Let's move on to the eyes for a bit. I always have to go in with an eyeshadow primer. This one is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus eye primer. It is amazing. No nonsense, no mess, no fuss. It is great. It has a little bit of a pigment to it. Super affordable and one of my favorites. So I'm just gonna go in here and put that right on top of the foundation that I did on my lids just to even out the color. For eyeshadow, we're gonna do a couple of different palettes here. The first one is the Physicians Formula Rose All Play. This one came out last summer, I think, or last spring. I love this palette. It's one of my favorite drugstore palettes. It has amazing quality eyeshadows, very creamy, super smooth. They don't crumble, they don't flake, they don't shed under the eye, and I love them. And they also have a little hint of a rose scent. I love that. So I'm gonna go in with a really nice light color. I'm gonna use this cute peachy color right here. This one is in the shade Pinkies Out. That's so cute. So I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna run that right in my crease and up to the transition area. Okay, for a crease color, I'm going to take the Natasha Denona Jubilee palette. I'm going to use the really nice peachy pink color right here. This is a gorgeous shade. Love this. Such a spring color. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to go in with a smaller crease brush and pick a little bit of that up right into the crease. Natasha Denona has one of the best eyeshadow formulas. They're literally like pillowy soft. I would say definitely worth the price tag because they are very, very pricey. All right, I want to add a little bit more depth to the look, so I'm going to go back in with the Rose All Play palette and take this color right here. This is in the shade Super Bloom. And I'm going to go in right in the outer corners of the lid. I'm blending into the crease color. We're jumping back into the Natasha Denona palette. I want to try one of these two shimmery colors. I think they're gorgeous. Let me show you a little swatcheroo of these two. So this one is the yellowy one and this one is the teal. Not sure which one I want to do. I think the teal is really cute, but I want to try the yellow. So I'm going to use my finger for this. And I'm going to add that right into the inner half of the eye lid. And just blend it into the rest of the shadow. I'm going to dip my brush back into this cute peachy pink color. It's in the shade Intense. I don't think I mentioned that before. I'm going to use that just to kind of blend out the middle colors in here. Give it a nice transition. Cutest pop of yellow right in our inner corner. I think it's super cute. Right, to blend the under eye, I'm going to take this taupe color right here and I'm going to put that right on the lash line. Such a nice spring look. Love it. I'm keeping it super simple. We're really going to end it at that. I'm going to go in with my absolute favorite mascara. This is the L'Oreal Air Volume. Love that mascara. I think I've repurchased this about 3 times so far. Love it. Perfect. Sometimes I like to just leave my mascara just like this, nothing on the bottom lashes. And other days I like to go in and put a little bit of mascara on the bottom ones as well, which I think I will do today just to balance out the look because it's a little bit bright on the top. Let's continue on with the rest of the face. As I mentioned, I don't want to go for a full sun-kissed look, but I do want a hint of a little bit of sun because we're still in spring and I do want to look not so pasty. So I'm going to go in with the Milani. This is the Sun-Kissed Silky Matte. It's a bronzing powder. I'm taking a very fluffy brush. Same one I used to set the makeup, dipping it in a little. My lord, my English. I'm just gonna hit the skin really lightly. Give the illusion that I spent just a tiny bit of time in the sun. For bronzer, I'm gonna go in with the MAC. This is the Spring Bling Highlighter Powder. It's a little bit too dark for me. Your friend is pretty pale. So I'm gonna use it as a bronzer instead. So I'm taking a pointed bronzer brush and I'm just going to do a little bit of bronzing around the outer sides of my cheeks. And again, I like to keep my bronzer on the outside of my face, so nothing past the arch of my brow generally. Obviously, I don't do that every single day. Some days I just go all in and kind of just bronze everything because I'm sick of looking pale. And I like to drag it up towards my temples. One of my newest ways of doing my makeup, everything just gets dragged up. Bronzer, blush, highlighter, everything. Just drag it up. Okay. Hint of bronze. We're looking a little toasty now. Okay, for blush, we all know cream blush is the way to go. This one is the e.l.f. Putty Blush. It doesn't have a shade name, but it's the peachy pink one. It's not Turks and Caicos. It's the other one. Love this one. Very affordable, super creamy, super blendable. And peachy pink, I think in the spring or any time of the year really, looks amazing on mostly all skin tones. Actually, all skin tones. It just, it warms the face, but it keeps it really super bright and playful. So that's what we're going with today using a slanted brush. I'm basically stippling the blush on the outer cheeks and then up towards the temple. And then I'm taking it a little farther in once I'm done blending out. I go in. So I don't have a chunk of product right in the apples of my cheeks and then I look like a clown. So again, I stipple out and up, out and up, out and up, and then in just a little bit. Because when you blush like everywhere. You don't just blush right there. You kind of get red everywhere. I also like to take my blush just a little tiny bit right on my nose. Next up is highlighter. I'm going to be using the Hard Candy Glow All the Way. This is a really cute product, super affordable. It's the 3 times a lady, and it is a cute trio. It has the blush, bronzer, and highlight. You can obviously use them separately. I think each shade is super pigmented and very gorgeous. So that's like all 3, if you can see it. Or you can do a mix of all of them and you get a really nice golden shimmer, which is what I'm going to be doing actually. I'm taking the highlighter and I'm going to put it above the blush. I'm basically layering all 3 of those products. So I laid down the bronzer and then I put down the blush above and a little bit on top of the bronzer. And then for the highlighter, I do the same thing. I put that a little bit above and on top of the blush, so it all blends out evenly. And I like to tap in the highlighter. I'm pretty heavy-handed with highlighter, especially if it's a nice shimmery one. But you do you. Look how pretty that is. Spring vibes. Same thing on this side. I like to drag it up and then also highlight with whatever's left on the brush right above my brows. It gives the brows a nice lift. I'm going to go in with a really tiny flat eyeshadow brush and pick up just the highlighter. And I'm going to put that right in the inner corner. I also want to grab a little bit more and put that right underneath my brow. I want to brighten up my eye a little bit more. I'm going to go in with the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner. These are the best gel liners for the waterline. They do not move. This one is stark white. It's in the shade Exit. Absolutely love this one. You can also use a skin tone shade as well. I sometimes alternate, but I really like to use white, especially in the spring and summer months. So I'm just going to run that right on my waterline. They are the creamiest and smoothest liners ever. Look how bright that looks instantly. I'm super simple. I really don't like reapplying lipstick throughout the day. I'm pretty busy and I usually forget to do that anyway, but I do make it a point to add something on my lips before I leave. So I really try to make sure it's long wear or long lasting. To some degree, but of course not all lipsticks and lip glosses will do that. One of my favorites is a really nice nude lip. I like a nice peachy nude, whatever nude, brownish nude, whatever kind of nude I can find. So this one is actually really, really inexpensive. It's the Wet n Wild, what is this? The Mega Last lipsticks. These are really, really affordable. This one is in the shade, let's see, Skinny Dipping. This is more of a pinky, nudish, brownish kind of thing. So I'm going to use that on the lips. Because this is a matte lipstick, it is a smidge drying on the lips. So I'm going to go on top of that with the Essence Plumping Nudes Lip Gloss. This one is in the shade She's So Extra. Okay, definitely me. And I'm going to put that right on top. Also been wearing masks for like a year and a half, and finally in New Jersey we're going to be getting rid of the mask mandate in the next few days, so that's super exciting. I'm going to be wearing every single lipstick that I own. To set all of our hard work in place, I'm going in with my absolute newest favorite setting spray. This is the LA Girl setting spray. It's a fix and set makeup for extended wear spray, so you can spray it onto the face after your makeup application. It is so amazing. Oh, it's basically like a merger between the MAC Fix Plus and the Urban Decay setting spray, minus the price tag. Fantabulous. So I'm going to give my face a few spritz. Okay, more than a few spritz, but you get the point. All right, guys, so this is the final look. Super excited for it. It is very wearable. You can wear this basically every day if you wanted to. Probably switch out the eyeshadow colors, but I love the eyeshadow combination. Really, really nice with the peachy pink and the shimmery yellow. Absolutely love it. And I love my skin. I feel like it's super glowy and healthy. There's still a little bit of coverage, but there's shimmer and nice illuminating skin. So love that for myself. So let me know what you guys think of the look, if you have created it as well. Tag me in your videos, and don't forget to leave your comments below. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.